Well, here I am. I'm back, and there's been a lot of reasons why I haven't been making these kind of videos for a while. And, I don't know. I could go into talking about what all those reasons are. This isn't scripted, so I might. But all that aside, I'm back, and I really don't know what to say, it feels like that time of year again that I want to do these. The spring brings something out in me, or at least the warm weather brings something out in me that just isn't there around the winter time, I find that in life, it's hard for me to do videos on a regular basis because there are times where I get really, really angry. And, those negative emotions that I don't want shown, they take control, and, I end up saying things that I regret, I end up going too far. And I suppose that said, I'd just like to, say, I do apologize if at any time, whether it was, on Twitter or on Facebook or on YouTube, I do apologize if I crossed the line, because I'm not perfect, and I never said I was, and I always regret any time that I feel I might have gone too far. And there are times I feel I've gone too far when people insist that I really haven't. So you can imagine how many times I feel I've gone too far. But there are times where I want to structure these videos perfectly. I want to do 10 times better than what I did before. I want to keep building on what it is that I did before, and I realize that I'm fully capable of doing that. But, here, one sec. I realize I'm fully capable of doing that, but when I do it, it feels that I have to be something I'm not in order to make it work. Or it feels that I'm going too far in one direction and I'm leaving out everything else about myself. And another thing is, I don't always like making things a me-fest. I think the vibe that I get sometimes on some of the, sites that I work with is that, people think that I make things a me-fest, or they think that I'm arrogant or narcissistic or something like that, and I'm really not. I actually despise that behavior big time. And I question myself on a regular basis whether or not I do that kind of thing. Now, do I fall? Yes. Do I fail? Oh yeah, all the time. But at the end of the day, I do have a conscience, and I do care about other people. But I find sometimes I care too much, and sometimes, I've just, ever since, say, well, I'm not going to list a specific year. I've just experienced periods in my life where it just seems like antagonists just come out of nowhere to cause trouble. I don't know why. I don't know what it is that what vibe I let off to make them behave this way. But it's funny because when they start acting out on the behavior, I actually sense in them that they're going to do it before they do it. And then when they do it, they do exactly what I thought they were going to do. And it doesn't surprise me. These individuals often, they point the finger at me, they want to blame me, when, like I said, I sensed that vibe in them before they even said anything. Now, could I be to blame in some situations? Maybe. I'm not saying that I'm blameless. I'm not saying that they're just automatically wrong. But, you know, I mean, a lot of people in my life these days who want to point their finger at me, they, from my observation, from my perspective, they do not point the finger at themselves enough. And I think that if they would point the finger at themselves, they'd find the root of their problem. Because I know that a lot of the times when I have a problem, when I point the finger at myself, I find the root of the problem. You know? But in this specific case, like I said, and, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not like I haven't done that, because I have, you know, otherwise I wouldn't have said it. But it also takes two, you know? I mean, I have been in situations where it really is just that one person, but a lot of the times it's two people, you know? There's so much I want to say. I mean, it's been so long, and I don't really know, you know, what to say next. So I should probably cut this off so I don't trail on and on, you know? But maybe I can't promise that I'm going to have a whole video series, or I'm really just going to play everything by ear. But if you watched this and you saw it from beginning to end, thank you for watching. I would request, follow me on Twitter. I hate saying that because I don't want you to do it to follow me per se, but I mean, there are certain things that I announce on Twitter that I just can't make videos for all the time, where it's very convenient. So if you can, you know, if you see my Twitter link, please follow it. That way you're in the loop, you know, and then videos like that, you know, Prodigy sequence concert thing, or those Apathy sequence clips won't be such a surprise. And that's really it. That's all I got, I guess. So take care. Peace.